You should be ashamed of yourself, Sanwolu. You should be ashamed of yourself. Nigerian soldiers are all over the world. We are in UN. We are everywhere. We're serving the nation to make the country proud. And the same soldier, I don't blame you at all. If a dirty, bloody civilian like you.
You people that want company. Maybe I can arrest for you. You people, come on the passenger. I'll put it in that room. Then you know. Madam, you're a graduate cabinet. You're sent to Okada. And they're taking you one way. And you put it on Facebook. On a road that are done. Is it good? And they will not hit you. You go and fall and you die. They'll say government killed you.
Welcome back. Still on the issue that happened between the governor of Lagos State and a Nigerian soldier. And of course, civilians are also involved. But somehow it seems the voices of the Nigerian army, some of them, not all of them, their voices are kind of so loud. They are so loud and they are berating the governor of Lagos State. They said, don't you know that we serve? And most of us lose our lives in this service. So you should have forgiven that Lance Corporal that you arrested. Well, I don't know what you think. I don't know what you think. The man that spoke earlier is actually a Nigerian army, but is stationed in the United Nations. And he called the governor of Lagos State, Jide Sanwolu, a bloody civilian. Well, for those who are from Nigeria or you live in Africa, you probably, you must have experienced this before, or you know what it means. This started and stemmed from the period, the era, where military ruled supreme in many African countries. It wasn't democracy, it was authoritarian. And here we are today, the same being said to the governor of Lagos State because he tried as the chief security of the state, Lagos State, Nigeria, to make sure that the law is obeyed. Now, I know you will say, do they obey the law themselves? Obviously, they do not. They cut corners. But you know what? Let us listen to what this United Nations soldier has to say, and we'll talk more.
The executive governor of Lagos State, you across some Okada riders that go through the wrong way. What the Okada rider did is say good. No, it's not good. They are passing the wrong way. And as a governor, what you did is right. But see a serving military officer that introduced himself to you, a Lance Corporal, a young soldier that was sent on an errand. And he was unfortunately, he climbed that Okada. And he was begging you, Mr. Governor. He was begging you that I'm sorry, sir. I'm a soldier. I'm sorry. What do you expect that young guy to say? But because you are an arrogant governor, this ain't one way you passed 2 days earlier. You have been passing wrong way. You have been passing one way in Lagos State. So are you above the law now? The last corporal guy that you arrest there, he has been shot in Bronu. He has a sling in his arm, an iron. He has an iron here. These are the people that fight the terrorists, the bandit that you and your co-workers, you are sponsoring them. And he's just begging you. And you are insulting his father. Go and call your father. This is why I'm going to lock you up. Stupid boy. A governor? I don't blame you. Sanwolu, I don't blame you at all. Because from the beginning, you are out. We know what your brother did during the election in Lagos Island. When he was tormenting the people that follow PDP. We have the video all over. Most of us are serving in the UN. Some are in Sambisa Forest. Some are in Bronu. Christmas Day, people were killed in Bokos. None of you say anything. But a soldier that did a mistake by climbing Okada that go through the wrong way. And he was begging you. You should be ashamed of yourself, Sanwolu. But let me remind you, your 4 years will soon be finished now. Do whatever you like. Torment people of Lagos State. Where's my own governor today? Where's Akeredolu today? He has been under my command before. He's just a young soldier. And you make the life that the whole world is about to crack. Nobody's afraid of you. If you lock me, we'll release him, right? Stupid governor like you. Ori eti daru, Sanwolu. Ori eti daru. Oju ma turari lọ́jọ́ kan, owe akala.
Welcome back. Now, you see, one thing I've observed ever since this occurrence of the soldier being arrested, what I have observed is that the Nigerian army, rather than addressing the wrong, they want a waiver. And the reason why they want it is because he's a Nigerian soldier. And they are pointing to the service of this young man, the sacrifice of this young man, and the consequence of his service. They say he was shot and he has a gun, a sling on his hand, and he was running an errand. The man that spoke just now said he's from the United Nations. He's a Nigerian army, but stationed with the United Nations. Well, he also pointed to the governor doing the same thing that the Nigerian soldier did, that he also drives against the traffic and he goes through the BRT bus lane. Now he does all of this, that to him, he can do whatever he likes. For him, he can do whatever he likes. He's immune. He's the governor of the state. He's the king of the state. He can go against the law. He can drive against the traffic. Now, there are rules and regulations, even in countries where, countries that a lot of people point to. There are rules. There are rules and regulations too in those countries. They make it clear to you that certain services like emergency vehicles can go past the traffic light. They make certain exceptions. Now, the question is, this exemption or exception that are made, are they applicable? Are they applicable? That is the question. Are they applicable to the Nigerian army? Are they applicable to soldiers? Can a soldier simply, careless about anything and just, drive past and because he's on an errand, according to what he said, he can drive past, he can do whatever he likes. Now, the governor, since he can flout the law, he can do what he likes, so the soldier should do so. It's all about your status, your position. You can do as you like, whenever you like, how you want. That is what I can deduct from everything. The UN soldier is saying the same thing. Exempt him. He's a young soldier. He served under me. He served. Many of us, we lost our lives doing this. Who are you? You're a bloody civilian. Don't you disobey the law too? Why don't you allow him? He begged you. Now, if he was not a soldier, if he was not the governor of Lagos State, if it's just that young man, young woman there who has nobody except God, who is not known, who is not famous, who is not into any entertainment industry, who is nobody, who will help and save such individual? Who will save such individual? Who will speak on behalf of that individual? Who will speak on behalf of that person? Will that person also be exempted? When does the law become weak or selective? When does the law become weak? When does it become selective? Now, I'm not trying to tell you that Babajide Sanwolu does not disobey or disrespect the law at certain times. But if he did, I am very sure that everybody will point out to what he has done. For example, when the issue of the BRT, not the BRT, the NSARS, when the issue of the NSARS came up, we all saw the reactions of people. Questions were asked. Who ordered the Nigerian army to RIP, to attack those who came to protest? Who? Now, I'm not saying that certain individuals didn't want to take advantage of the NSARS to hijack and do nefarious things. I'm not saying that. Of course, we saw certain people who wanted to hijack this to destroy Lagos. In fact, they did destroy certain things in Lagos, such as the best forensic center all over the Sahel, all over Africa. That's why Mohbad's autopsy has to be done somewhere else. They did destroy. The soldiers came out, and they said, look, the soldier didn't come from the governor, it came from above. But who gave the order? Till today, we are here to clear it up. So both of them work hand in hand. They disrespect the law, the Nigerian army, even back in those years. They disrespect the law. I can remember back in those days too, when the military ruled supreme. They had such, if you by mistake cross the express road without using the bridge, they will beat you. They will tell you to rub yourself on the floor. They will beat you. They will punch you. There's something they will not do to you. The governor has not even done anything to this young man, and they are talking. Well, what is good for the geese, they say, is also good for what? Anyway, drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.